Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Susie Say That. Today's topic is It Takes Two to Tangle. I know you all have heard that old expression because it is old. My mother used to say it often to us. I come from a big family, so when we would get into it or we would have differences about toys or whatever, my mother would always say, it takes two to tangle. Just you go over in your space or you go somewhere and sit down, you go outside. She would do all kinds of things and say all kinds of things for us to be separated so we won't tangle with each other. She would say, and if a person came and told another person, she would say, it takes two to tangle. You should just shut your mouth. It takes two to tangle. Why don't you just go to your room? Why don't you just go outside? She would use that expression often because it's true. And all she wanted to do was teach her children wisdom so they wouldn't be among each other having all these debates and all these arguments and all this confusion and this drama when they got older. Still had it, but that's a whole another video. But the point is this. She was trying her best to show us, to give us an example about two to tangle. If you go here or you said here, you do this and you do that, then you have nobody to tangle with. Think about that. Let's sit in it for a moment. So you can just think about that. It takes two to tangle. When did you have your last entanglement? When did you have it? Was it recent? Was it this morning? Was it yesterday? What was going on within yourself? Ask yourself, what was going on? Why did I have to tangle with the person? A lot of us have unresolved issues. That's why we like to tangle. That's why we like to tangle with people. People can want to squash them, they want to end it, and you still want to tangle. It has nothing to do with that person, about their respecting you or something, because they don't respect themselves. That's why they're having a tanglement. That's why they want to tangle. It takes two to tangle. So if they're not tangling within themselves and having all this stuff going on within themselves and not dealing with it, they need a force outside to take on that. And guess who it is? More than often it's you, because you have the same stuff going on and you have not resolved it. So then you go and you have the tanglement. It takes two to tangle. My mother was right. Even the Bible talks about it, about the tangling with each other and having all these debates and stuff to separate yourself. To separate yourself. You can't make someone respect you. And that's what I used to try to do. I really did, because I respected people and I wanted people to respect me. And I was willing to have arguments, fights, whatever I need to do to make you respect me because I'm respecting you. I was big on it. You're going to respect me. You're going to respect me. How does a person respect you when they have entanglements going on with themselves? They can't respect themselves. I didn't respect myself, but I was asking outside sources to respect me. And they didn't have it to give to me because they didn't respect themselves. So it was always two tangling. Always. It's going to be like that till you see what's going on within yourself. Till you say, well, could I have said something different? Absolutely. Could I have done something different? Absolutely. But you didn't. And you're going around just having all these two to tangles. You've been just tangling with people. And you will continue that until you deal with yourself. You know what I believe in? Some counseling, some therapy, something to get you over the hump, that you'll understand that it's all about you. You having that too. You tangling with people. You want to be right. You want to be this. You want to be that. Because it's you. And you take no responsibility. You dare not say you was in entanglement. You dare say I wasn't there. You put it all on that one person. And you don't say anything about yourself. You don't say, you know what, I could have did different. I could have said different. Oh, well, let me check myself out. These people that always have tanglements and then say that they're innocent in it, they're not. They're not. And you got to understand what's going on within you. You do. When I have a battle and that comes up on me, because I'm big on customer service. I want people to respect and honor me like I'm respecting and honor them. But guess what I realized? That is not true. That is not true. Because we live in a hopeless, broken, sick world. And you ain't going to get that. You can think that you're going to get that. They're going to respect me because I'm going to make them. I'm going to cuss her out. I'm going to tell her off. Go right ahead. And it's still going to be the entanglement that's going on within you. Because you have not learned how to self-preserve yourself. How to take care of yourself. That's why you keep having all these entanglements with people. You keep having all these arguments and two to tangle, or you keep having all these debates and I know what I'm talking about. Been there, done that. Until I learned much counseling and therapy, how to respect myself, the inner Susie, then I would have all these forces all the time going on. I go, yeah, anywhere I go, it would be explosive. It would be something going on. And I never did think, well, I'm being nice and kind to them. Why ain't they being kind to me? But it was a trigger. The trigger, if they would be mean to me, then there would be that trigger inside of me would trigger me because I had some insecurities going on. I didn't think about what they had going on. I just thought about what was going on with me. They didn't respect me. They didn't honor me. So you're about to respect and honor me. How? Because they don't honor themselves. If you go somewhere and somebody is nasty and they just saying nasty things, they're doing nasty things, it has nothing to do with you unless you got some stuff going on within you. Okay? Took me many years to understand what my mother said. It takes two to tangle. If you just walk away and just go on about your business, then who can they tangle with? They can't tangle with you because you understand that you don't have any of that stuff in you to tangle with them. You understand that their actions have nothing to do with you. Your reaction could help them or leave them where they are. Your reaction, walking away and not saying anything and saying bye, I'll do it in a minute, bye, or let me just go on about my business. Let me mind my business. I'll do that in a minute because I'm not going to tangle with you. I'm not going to tangle with the cashier. I'm not going to tanglements with law enforcement. I'm not going to tangle with you. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to say, okay, I'm not going to tangle with the cashier, the restaurant person, the person that gave me bad service, and the person that popped off. And I get it often. Why? Because Jesus said the enemy goes away for a season. He let us know that in the Bible, that the enemy, Satan, went away for a season, but he came back. And when he come back, he's more angry than he was when he left, like it was with Jesus. We're not Jesus. You guys know I know that. I'm just giving you the example. If the enemy can do this to Jesus, what more are you? What more are you? To see how you're going to react, to see if you're going to stay on course, to see if you're going to bounce back from where you used to be, to see if you're going to have an argument, a debate, and see how you're feeling. Because guess what? When it's all over with and you don't have that tube entangling, you feel some kind of way if you're set free from that. You'd be like, oh, why did I say that? I could have just walked away. What you got going on inside, inward, will not allow you to walk away. You got to get some wisdom to walk away from two to tangle. You got to get some wisdom in order to walk away, because the enemy is not just going to, the enemy of your soul and the enemy that you have within yourself, that you that want to be prideful, that you that want to win the argument, that you that want to fuss and fight, that's an enemy of yours. All the enemy Satan does is go for the ride and encourage you in it. That's what he does. He just encourages you in it. Encourage you. That's why he's sending people to do it. Because he knows that you're going to pop off. You're going to have an argument. You're going to have a debate. You're going to scream. You're going to yell. Oh my gosh, I've learned so many lessons. But this I do know today, that I don't have to do that. I understand wisdom. I understand it takes two to tangle, and I'm not going to tangle with you. I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to be at peace, because my peace will make me get rid of you. It's so expensive. I don't want to lose it. I want my peace. So I'm not going to have any of those entanglements with you and all that crazy with you. And no matter what, I'm just going to walk away, as it was last week. Because I have those, and it's just a checker. I just know the enemy is checking me to see, am I going to go back and be who I used to be, who I said I'm not anymore. It's a trick. It's a deception tool he uses often. But he's not going to use it on me. And I'm not going to allow myself, the inner within me, to come off task. I'm not. Because then I bring a mockery to what I say in the videos. I bring a mockery to my relationship with Jesus Christ. I become a mockery. Then I'm lying, because I'm popping off everywhere I'm going up. Somebody told you that about me? They lying. So you need to ask me. You need to send me a message and say, Susie, did you do this and that? And give me the opportunity and the space to defend myself and tell you absolutely not. I don't do that. I don't have entanglements. I don't have entanglements. I have disagreements with the people that I know. But if I don't know you, me and you ain't having no competition, no ego competition. We're not going to have a battle for something that you're going in, as it was last weekend. Last Sunday, I wanted some Popeyes. I haven't had Popeyes in years, and I just thought about it, and I had a lovely coupon, and I was like, I'm just going to go to Popeyes and get me this 2-piece because it's a good price, and I'm just going to enjoy some chicken that I haven't had in some years. But I'm going to Popeyes. I thought I was going to Popeyes and get some chicken. Because when I get there, Popeyes doesn't change. They got a new intercom and it looks nice. And I'm sitting up there saying, hello, hello, hello. But see, I seen a person pull off from the window. But I didn't think nothing about it. I just think they got their order. But I was saying, hello, hello. And I sit there for a while, you all. And I kept saying, hello. Nobody came. And I was like, okay, they open at 11. What's going on here? They open at 11. I hope that's right. But this is like 1 o'clock. And they still ain't open. And I'm saying, hello, hello, hello. So I pull up to the window. And the guy is standing there and he's got a thing of chicken and he is unfloured it, guess, whatever. And he never makes eye contact. He never looks over. So I blow the horn. I only tap it a couple of times. He never turned around. He never looked. So then I said, what's going on? Are they open? What's going on in this place? So I tap on the window and I said, sir, oh my gosh. When he came to that window, he was upset. He was angry. He was going off and saying, don't you see me in here? I don't have a headphone on. And I said, yeah, but sir, I sit at the intercom for a while and nobody said anything. How was I supposed to know? And he said, yeah, but you should have known. You see me in here with this chicken. You see me being busy and all you doing back now. You have the audacity to knock on the window. And I said, sir, I'm so sorry about that. I said, I wasn't trying to be rude or I just didn't know what was going on. Oh, yeah, but you didn't see me come to the window. I just got to work. We just not open and here you are. And I said, oh, okay. I said, okay, sir, I tell you this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anything I've said or done to upset you. I just didn't know. I just thought no one was taking orders. I didn't know. I said, I didn't know. Never elevated my voice to him. And he was going off and he was hitting it. And I knew the enemy was trying to pressure me. But I kept thinking about, this don't have anything to do with me. This don't have anything to do with me. God's favor, because we had talked about at church Sunday, my pastor did, the subject was on favor. And I was like, I got God's favor on me. Oh, the enemy is upset. I was thinking on a whole nother realm. I'm thinking spiritual. And so when he turned around, he slammed the window and he turned around and I just drove off. Two things we can say here. The enemy was trying to get a reaction from me, from his nastiness, and he was nasty. He was trying to get a reaction from me. Because see, I say I'm set free from that. I say I don't have those kind of entanglements. He could be trying to make me out of a lie. Because I do videos and I talk to people all the time. And I say, I just walk away. I'm not going there with you. I know that I am free from having those kinds of entanglements. I know that. But the enemy goes away for a season so he can make a lie out of me. You get where I'm going here? He wants to mock me. He wants to mock the very thing I claim that I don't do. And he does it all the time. But he does it in a subtle way that we don't think is him. And the inward of us, if we got anything going on, it's going to show up. At the same time, that man show up. Anything going on, any insecurities, any pride, any of that stuff going on, and I've had those, they're going to show up. And you guys going to be two tangling. You're going to be into it. Just watch it. Put your eyes on it. And you'll see for yourself. You'll say, wow, Susie was right. Susie say that was right. God is right. God let Miss Susie say that to me because it's true. God led her to do that. Susie was right because God led her. God told me this was going to happen. He allowed Susie say that to open up her mouth and tell us that this is going to happen. And it happened the same day. And I popped off and I told him off and I cursed him out. And I said, listen here and go get your supervisor. And I was just as ignorant as he was or she was. There's something going on within you. And you know me, I believe in counseling and therapy. And it's time to get some outside assistance, somebody to help you, give you the wisdom, bless you with some wisdom so that you can understand when the enemy and self has teamed up together to attack you. You're going to have to get some help for it. It takes two to tango. They can tangle by themselves. They really ain't by themselves. It's what's going on within them. But you don't have to be a force outside to help them, to blame you. See how that man blamed me? He blamed me. And I didn't care because I knew it wasn't me. But he took no responsibility. You're supposed to open at 11, I guess, and you opened at 1. or whatever, you were busy. What would it have taken him to say, ma'am, we're not open yet. Sorry you was back there at the intercom for a while, but I didn't have headphones on. And I would say, thank you, sir. And I'm not going to wait for the chicken. I'm just going to leave. Because I'm not going to eat from any place that's rude to me. I take good care of myself. And I don't expect that from anyone. But I expect it from me, to care for me. I take good care of myself. And I'm not, because I do, I'm not going to have an entanglement with you. I'm not going to have choice words, and I'm not going to let you move me off my top. Now I'm sure he'll come back again, because I'm telling you that I'm sharing with you this video. So he'll come, the enemy will come back and see, is that stuff in her? Is she just talking the talk? Is she walking the walk? So let me see if I can get some more customer service people to act crazy and see what she'll do. Because I know that she ain't who she says she is. That's how the enemy operates. He operates on deception, and he likes to trick us and make us think that we're not who we said we are. But once you set the inside free, in Jesus' name, the outside will follow. The outside will follow. And that's what happened to me. I'm free. So that my physical me followed that and left. I didn't wait around. I don't eat at places like that. You nasty and mean, that's coming from you. And if you're fixing that food, you ticked off, that I don't want it. I want a joyful cook. Even if he's pretending that he's a joyful cook, or whatever, even though I don't know who it is that's cooking it, I'm going to bless it anyway. In Jesus' name, you better know it. But I'm not going to eat from you. I just choose not to do that. So you just think about that. The next time when you're tangling with whoever, it'll be a next time, and next time, and the next time, until you figure out why you're doing what you're doing. And you can blame the other person all day long. You can say that person, that person, that person. But if you're tangling with them, it's more about you. Okay? Think about that as you go about your Thursday, as you go about your weekend. It takes two to tangle. Who are you tangling with? Because you're tangling with the inside of you, and then you're bringing it on the outside of you. Okay? Till the next time.